Hey, well, tonight I'm angry because here in the United States of America, I'm worried that my vote is not being counted. And the reason that it's not being counted is because illegal votes are being counted. Now, I don't know what to say to those of you who are of the opinion that illegal votes should be counted. I have no argument beyond saying that only the citizens of a country should determine the course of that country, and the citizens of that country are those who are legally entitled to vote. Visitors from France, illegal immigrants, political refugees, these people are not entitled to vote. I don't care if they live in America. I don't care if they are part of our society. If they are not naturalized citizens or natural-born citizens, they don't have the right to determine the course of the country. And the big problem is anytime that a vote that is illegally cast is counted, it cancels the vote of a legally cast vote. It seems impossible to argue that legal votes should not be counted, but if you argue that illegal votes should be counted, then you are arguing that some legal votes will not be counted because illegal votes, by definition, will cancel out some legal votes. You know, America used to be considered a melting pot where people from different cultures came together, gave up their original identity, gave up their allegiance to their former home countries, and declared allegiance to America, became part of this great culture, this melting pot of different cultures, this new culture that is called American. It's not African American, it's not Polish American, it's not Russian American, it's just American. And as soon as we realize that all of these other labels that just isolate us from each other, as soon as we realize what a problem this poses, I think we'll all be better off. You know, America does not have an official language, and this may be part of the problem. If you don't speak English, are you really able to be a well-informed voter? Possibly. I'm not sure. I mean, if you speak Spanish, I'm sure that you can get enough information in Spanish to be well informed. What if you speak Polish? What if you speak Russian? What if you speak Nigerian or some Kenyan dialect? The urge to be good and do good is our downfall. We don't think that any vote should be ignored. We think every vote should be counted. We think that if somebody lives in America, they should be allowed to vote. No taxation without representation, for example. But yet the fact is that every other country in the world, if you are not a citizen, you don't have any say in their government. You can't determine who the winning political candidate will be. You can't determine what bills should be passed. You can't determine the relationship between the government and its citizens. That's a decision for the citizenry, not for you. Whether you are an immigrant who has yet to achieve citizenship, whether you are someone who is here illegally, whether you are a visitor from France, whether you are someone claiming refugee status, until you're a citizen of the US, you are not legally entitled to vote. And all of these efforts to enable people who are not citizens to vote only cancels the vote of legitimate voters. I obviously have my own opinions as to which political party is better for America, but the fact is that Americans are the ones who should choose which party leads them, which politician leads them, and the fact that there's such an effort underway to have people who are not American citizens vote is damaging those of us who are legally entitled to vote here. Every illegal vote cancels a legal vote. How can anybody who has the ability to cast a legal vote be okay with that? Someone's legal vote will be cancelled in your urge to do good and enable people who are not citizens to vote. It doesn't matter whether you're a liberal, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a libertarian, whether you're an anarchist, whoever you decide to vote for, if you're an American citizen, your vote should count. I'm all in favor of legal, legitimate votes counting. This effort to have people who are not legal and legitimate vote only cancels legitimate votes. Are we not in favor of the voters in this country deciding the future course of the country? Why is a visitor from France able to cast a vote? They shouldn't be. I believe that with the system we have now, they can. It's outrageous and ridiculous, and we, the citizens, should be entitled to determine the course of the country. It helps to put the situation in perspective when you realize that every illegal vote that is cast and counted cancels a legal vote. How can any of us stand for this? Please, let's wake up.